Welcome back to Put You On. My name is Michael. I'm here with my dad.
I'm Mike, and I'm here with my dogs, Maggie and Cuba.
I don't know if they're in frame.
Well, they're here in spirit, in life, actually, in real life.
Yeah. So we're back with the second part of the Taylor Swift little double album.
By popular demand.
Yeah.
That,
Got a lot of requests for it. A lot of new subscribers to the channel from that video.
yeah.
So thanks for joining us. Pretty much everyone said that we have to do this because, like I said, it was only 5 months apart,
Right.
these two albums. So they were kind of like a
Companion
back-to-back album. Yeah. So this one's called Evermore. I know now that Bon Iver is Justin Vernon
Yes.
after many, many comments.
It was made clear.
I know now about the whole love triangle thing, the Betty, Cardigan, August, which
Right.
explained a lot of our confusion when we were listening because
As
we
new
kind of
listeners, we didn't know.
It was hard to
Yeah.
follow the whatever story was going on.
Right. As a fresh listener, other than just, the songs that we've heard on the radio in years past and the, type of music she makes, thinking that it was an album with, layers and messages
Yeah.
and, themes was not something that was on our radar. But,
Yeah.
That's the joy of listening to something for the first time and having fans, give us information. I would do that on any album that I was familiar with, like, showing it to, just like you've done on other albums to me
Yeah,
that you've
right.
listened to and
Yeah.
enjoyed. There may be some things that could take, after that first listen, you say, oh, well, what's that about? Was she referencing, because I think a few times I had asked, is this personal? Are these, made up situations? So, I don't know what's going on in the mind of Taylor,
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
you guys certainly do.
Yeah. And they came in waves.
Oh, yeah.
Or not waves, one big wave.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Tsunami.
So, yeah, it's nice to see a very dedicated, passionate fan base about her music. So, yeah, this one was just very highly requested.
And how old was the album?
That was 2020. So,
I mean, that's a 3-year ago release, and we still had a lot of attention.
yeah.
People still looking constantly for who's what music of hers is
Yeah.
being listened to, reviewed.
And the cover is less dark in color. The other one was like, the black and white with the
Yeah,
woods.
a little more. The other one was more misty and distant. Now she's very close to the camera, but her back is turned, and she's in a ponytail and a plaid jacket shirt, kind of.
Looks more of like a fall.
Yeah, something.
Setting. So the first track is called Willow.
I'm like the water when your ship rolled in that night. Rough on the surface, but you cut through like a knife. And if it was an open shut case, I never would have known from the look on your face. Lost in your current like a priceless wine. The more that you say, the less I know. Wherever you stray, I follow. I'm begging for you to take my hand, wreck my plans, that's my man. You know that my train could take you home. Anywhere else is hollow. I'm begging for you to take my hand, wreck my plans, that's my man. Life was a willow and it bent right to your window. I'm begging for you to take my hand, wreck my plans, that's my man.
A little more upbeat than the last one to start.
Yeah, it was a beat. It just, I don't know. I didn't like that one too much. It had a lot of cliches.
Yeah.
It felt like
Also kind of repeated a little bit too long at the end.
and when it wasn't repeating, it felt like it was jamming in rhymes or schemes of, imagery that was forced. I couldn't really get a good,
Yeah,
you know.
it felt more of like a straightforward, just
The
lovey
lilting
cut.
part of her voice was nice.
Yeah,
But it felt like that was the small part of the bigger song, and the bigger song just
yeah.
didn't pull me in much.
The second track is called Champagne Problems.
You booked the night train for a reason, so you could sit there in this hurt. Bustling crowds are silent sleepers. You're not sure which is worse. Because I dropped your hand while dancing, left you out there standing, crestfallen on the land in champagne problems. Your sister splashed out on the bottle. Now no one's celebrating. Dom Perignon, you brought it. No crowd of friends applauded. Your hometown skeptics called it champagne problems. Your Midas touch on the Chevy door, November flush and your flannel cure. This dorm was once a madhouse. I made a joke, well it's made for me. How evergreen our group of friends. Don't think we'll say that word again. She'll patch up your tapestry that I shred and hold your hand while dancing. Never leave you standing, crestfallen on the landing with champagne problems.
It was nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
much better than the first, I think.
Yeah, nice.
Good storytelling
Yeah,
again, yet
good,
again.
better imagery.
Yeah,
You could certainly feel that pain.
Yeah.
You know, that relationship conflict. Yeah, the you know, putting her finger on the pulse of what that's like in
Yeah.
the moment, and then having some flashbacks of, you know, better times, and then flashbacks of the future, you know, that things are going to be okay. It's revealing that such a pretty and wealthy young woman,
Yeah.
you know, struggles with a lot of regular life things,
Yeah.
and that she's so open about it,
yeah.
you know.
And she continues her that what she was doing a lot on the last album, where towards the end she would have the long run of, you know, tying up the end of the story, like the long passage of event to event to event that
Right.
leads to the end,
Yeah,
which I think she's still
yeah. There's a
Really
lot
good
of
at
inner reflection, and again, even if it's not about her and it's just
drawn from
a
something.
scenario,
Yeah.
it's done really well.
Yeah. The third track here is called Gold Rush.
Gleaming, twinkling, eyes like sinking ships on waters, so inviting. I almost jump in, but I don't like a gold rush, gold rush. I don't like anticipating
I feel like what do you think? And then I'll tell you what I feel.
I liked it a lot. I like the combination of like a little bit more of a modern sound or modern pop sound mixed with the folkness.
Yeah, as opposed to just the folky.
Finally got some drum.
Yeah,
some kick.
You know what? I feel like as I start to listen, my body just really slows down.
Sinks in.
I don't know about you.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like I need to listen to this, like laying down. Like, I wonder how many of you, like, you know, like when you first listen to Taylor Swift music like this, you know, can you sit like we are and have it on your headphones and be in transit, or you know,
probably
be
laying
walking,
down.
or it just feels like music to be absorbed.
Maybe we could set up an overhead cam. just lay on the couch.
But with like a, you know, either a tea or a whiskey or something to just, it really has that fireplace feel, wooden cabin. I mean, it's not like anything I'm used to.
Yeah, me neither. I think this one is more of a step up even from the last one. I think as the past 3 tracks have gotten better, each one. I think I like this one the best. I mean,
and she references the folklore.
Yeah.
You know, I like that. She uses the imagery very well. I don't like, you know, anticipating my face in a red flush. I mean, I think a lot of people can relate to that, right? No one likes to go into a situation where they know they're going to feel nervous or... because like there's seemingly an expectation around this guy or this one
person.
Made me feel like she's more of a, you know, a next door girl, and he has maybe more influence, and they're in this fancy place, but she's got an Eagles t-shirt, you know, her t-shirt's just hanging around, and he's worried about like maybe, you know, taking her to a fancy dinner and, you know, or a party.
She doesn't want the high stake, high profile.
Yeah. She definitely gives the impression of wanting to be in love and having it be a really dedicated love. Like I love you completely.
Yeah.
You love me completely. The rest of the world is...
No dating around.
No, none of this flirting or I'm either yours completely, you're mine completely.
Or don't waste the
and it can't be that way, right? I mean, that's the message loud and clear on this one so far.
Yeah. The next one's called "'Tis the Damn Season."
Yeah, the instrumentation when he's in is noticeable.
If I wanted to know who you were hanging with while I was gone, I would have asked you. It's the kind of cold fogs up windshield glass, but I felt it when I passed you. We could call it even, you could call me babe for the weekend. 'Tis the damn season right this time. I'm staying at my parents' house, and the road not taking looks real good now. And it always leads to you in my hometown.
There's no kick, it's just snare and
it's very
distant.
Like, very distant, like something very appropriate for that mountain imagery, like almost tribal.
We could just ride around, and the road not taking looks real good now. And the heart I know I'm breaking is my own.
That was nice.
To leave the warmest bed I've ever known.
Good harmony here with her
great.
layer.
We could call it even.
That cymbal in the right ear stays the whole time.
Even though I'm leaving, and I'll be yours for the weekend. 'Tis the damn season. It always leads to you in my hometown.
Yeah, I mean, you know, again, it's very, very deeply connected to the person she's with, you know? Like, forget about the world. Let's just lay here in the bed. And, you know, it's very, has a real tune out the world feel.
Yeah.
And, you know, she really wants to commit and be committed to.
Yeah.
It
feels
that's
like
striking.
It feels very isolated with her emotions, like her and this person. It feels like they're in like a little bubble.
Yeah, and whether that's new love or rekindled love, it feels like that's always one of the really best times in a relationship.
Yeah.
So as long as things aren't struggling, or maybe a little bit, she said there, you can go back, I'll go my way, you go your way. But
Yeah.
for the rest of the point, it seemed, let's just enjoy this time we have here now, and the imagery of like just her hometown and the church and it's great. I mean, it's very appropriate to the theme of the album so far.
Yeah. Yeah.
You like the production.
Yeah, so cool. I mean, there was the whole first minute, it was just the hi-hat ticking in the right ear. And then when the drums came in, it was just the snare, like
And
way
the
distant.
drums were bigger in the beginning, and it felt very booming, like it was almost like echoing in the mountains somewhere. But then I felt that calm down.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just fascinated by the production
The
choices.
working
Like
of
there's
it.
a lot of details. The next one's called Tolerate It. I love when you can hear the foot pedal on the piano.
Oh, yeah.
I sit and watch you reading with your head low. You're so much older and wiser, and I wait by the door like I'm just a kid. Use my best colors for your portrait. Lay the table with the fancy shit and watch you tolerate it. If it's all in my head, tell me now. Tell me I've got it wrong somehow. I take your indiscretions all in good fun. I sit and listen. I polish plates until they gleam and glisten. You're so much older and wiser, and I know my love should be celebrated, but you tolerate it. While you were out building other worlds, where was I? Where's that man who'd throw blankets over my barbed wire? If it's all in my head, tell me now. Tell me I've got it wrong somehow. I know my love should be celebrated, but you tolerate it. I sit and watch you.
Beautiful.
Really, really good.
Absolutely beautiful.
Really, really, really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that gave me the imagery of almost like an old prairie, a prairie woman who's, you watch these.
It looks like it too, like a
Oh yeah, like
old house.
Yeah, I mean, it had the whole description, like going back in time. But you know how you watch those old movies and they always make the women look like, uneducated and just, be home, wash the dishes, cook the food, raise the
Just
kids.
service.
But she portrayed a woman, in that time and expressing her real feelings of love. Again, just, not
what you were saying.
kids or anything, but
Yeah.
I am so into you and I expect you to be so into me.
But you're
But
tolerating
you tolerate me, and that's not what I want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah. That was another one where from as soon as it started to the end, you're
Oh, it's like
seeing the
watching a
whole-
movie.
Like, I don't know what, there's certain tracks that, that she has that's just immediate, like the whole time I'm just picturing everything.
Oh, it was
The guy walking in, her being home alone,
the throwing the
cleaning.
blanket over the barbed wire.
wire.
That was great because
Fantastic.
trying to either sneak in or sneak out. She was giving it like like this old time character,
Right, where like she has the role of be home.
Yeah, just be home, tolerate it.
And then
you
the
know.
guy-
So she's actually tolerating it too.
She's tolerating his toleration.
Exactly.
Yeah. Track 6 is called No Body, No Crime, featuring Haim. I'm not sure who Haim is.
He did it. He did it.
Oh, that's super country.
Estes, a friend of mine. We meet up every Tuesday night for dinner and a glass of wine. Estes been losing sleep. Her husband's acting different and it smells like infidelity. She says that ain't my Merlot on his mouth. I think he did it, but I just can't prove it. No, nobody, no crime, but I ain't letting up until the day
I get it.
I die.
No body, no crime.
I think he did it, no.
It's a very popular thing that lawyers use when
Right.
someone's accused.
Like a murder case.
Yeah.
SD wasn't there Tuesday night at Olive Garden, at her job or anywhere. And I've cleaned enough houses to know how to cover up a scene. Good thing SD's sister's gonna swear she was with me. She was with me, dude. Good thing his mistress took out a big life insurance policy. They think she did it, but they just can't prove it. Nobody, no crime. I wasn't letting up until the day he died.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a country
Yeah.
country
Hit.
hit. You
Country
know,
pop.
her crossover audience is just, you know,
I mean, she covers so
everywhere.
many,
Yeah,
so much ground.
yeah.
And that typical fashion of, you know,
Country
cheating,
music,
revenge.
Yeah, yep, classic country. You know, beginning, middle, end.
Yeah.
Twisted plot.
Yeah.
That's yeah. I mean, it's very. That was cookie cutter.
Yeah.
Country song for, you know, like what was the one where she bashed his headlights,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
right, and all that, and cut my name into his.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
It was
It's very similar
It
vibe.
felt like that. Yeah.
The next one is called Happiness. That's nice.
But now I'm right down in it. All the years I've given is just shit we're dividing up. Showed you all of my hiding spots. I was dancing when the music stopped. And in the disbelief I can't face reinvention. Beyond the terror in the nightfall, haunted by the look in my eyes that would've loved you for a lifetime. Leave it all behind, and there is happiness. Tell me, when did your winning smile begin to look like a smirk? When did all our lessons start to look like weapons pointed at my deepest hurt? I hope she'll be a beautiful fool who takes my spot next to you. No, I didn't mean that. Sorry, I can't see facts through all of my fury. You haven't met the new me yet. Honey, when I'm above the trees, I see it for what it is. But now my eyes leak acid rain on the pillow where you used to lay your head. After giving you the best I had, tell me what to give after that. Oh, leave it all behind. Leave it all behind, and there is happiness.
Man.
Jesus. That one was unbelievable.
Gorgeous imagery, gorgeous
Hands are
voice. Just beautiful lyrics, beautiful music. I mean, that's a complete song right there.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of switches of the melody, switches in the instruments.
Yeah.
Violin, harmonica, guitar.
Yep. I got so lost.
I mean,
in
it just took me away. It lifted me off the ground and took me, you know, I mean, up there, like she said, above the trees and looking down. It was
that's so good. Where was is that the chorus? Or
no, it was twice in the verse.
This line was striking. So good. Beyond the terror and the nightfall, haunted by the look in my eyes that would have loved you for a lifetime. Leave it all behind, and there's happiness. That is like, that is beautiful. I mean,
and I brought you
dark
into
and
me
beautiful.
every night, and you know, I mean, wow, you know.
That was good. When did your winning smile begin to look like a smirk?
Right.
Jeez. The next one is called Dorothea.
Hey Dorothea, do you ever stop and think about me? When we were younger, down in the park, honey, making a lark of the misery.
Feels Elton Johnny.
Yeah, the piano.
This place is the same as it ever was. Ooh, but you don't like it that way. It's never too late to come back to my side, Dorothy.
Good.
Yeah, definitely written for the piano.
Yeah.
I mean, that was heavy piano driven.
Yeah. That one was a nice, like, sort of like a tale song.
Yeah, what's your take?
Yeah, I don't, because I remember on Folklore.
I don't want to.
Well, no, I remember on Folklore, a lot of people saying that a lot of the songs were like,
Character.
not
Okay.
personal. So I think this sounds very much like in that vein, like a tale song of
two girls.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
what I thought too.
The next one is called Coney Island. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it has a feature featuring The National.
Oh.
Don't know who that is.
Break my soul in two, looking for you, but you're right here. If I can't relate to you any more, then who am I related to? And I'm sitting on a bench in Coney Island, wondering where did my baby go? The fast times, the bright lights, the merry-go. Sorry for not making you my centerfold. Over and over.
If I pushed you to the edge, but you were too polite to leave me.
Wow, sounds like Nick Cave.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right.
It does, yeah.
Missed the rogue.
I was trying to put my top finger on it.
Paradise and left you there. Will you forgive my soul? You're too wise to trust me and too old to care. We're standing in the hallway with a big cake. Happy birthday. Did I paint your bluest skies the darkest gray? The universe away. And when I got into the accident, the sight that flashed before me was your face.
But when I walked up to the podium, I think that I forgot to say your name. But I think that I forgot to say your name over and over. Sorry
it was forcing an imagery of like I liked that it brought in the male singer because it showed that that song could go either way.
Right.
You know, I felt both people in the relationship were, you know, expressing the same point of view. So for once, it wasn't just, you know, okay, so there's a breakup,
different perspectives,
but different perspectives,
like
or
the
same
Exile
perspective.
song,
yeah,
where it was like the guy had one point of view and she had the other.
Yeah,
this felt more like
they both had the same feelings, but just, you know,
just different
in different
people.
contexts. Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, whenever she does a collaboration with a deeper voice, it's so nice because she has such a distinct, you know, tone. Mm-hmm. That lower voice is like, it kind of adds like a bass to her vocals. That was really good. That guy has a cool voice too.
Got the impression of them almost like looking at each other and singing it, but then also like maybe with their backs turned,
or they're both in the same spot on different days.
Yeah,
you know, thinking the same things.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one.
The next track is called Ivy.
How's one to know? I'd meet you where the spirit meets the bones, in a faith forgotten land. In from the snow, your touch brought forth an incandescent glow, tarnished but so grand.
This song, like the other one,
To the stone
just a
every day.
timekeeping
But I don't
sound.
I just sit here and wait,
Letting the words do the work.
Oh, I can't stop you putting roots in my dreamland. My house of stone, your ivy grows, and now I'm covered in you.
That's great.
Nice imagery.
Yeah.
He's in the room. Your opal eyes are all I wish to see. He wants what's only yours. Oh, goddamn, my pain fits in the palm of your freezing hand. Taking mine, but it's been promised to another. Oh, I can't
rises up.
Stop you putting roots in my dreamland, or dare to sit and watch what will become, and drink my husband's wine. Oh, goddamn, my pain fits in the palm of your freezing hand. Taking mine, but it's been promised to another. Oh, I can't. Now I'm covered in
That was nice.
Yeah, great.
I feel like I used to be better at feeling like if I heard a song and then went back to it, like I'd know it, you know, I'd start to really pick up on the lyrics.
Yeah.
But listening with you to this music, I'm feeling like and I'm sure the fans can, you know, recite these songs word for word. But I don't feel. I feel like it's just like every song is a new, you know, work, a new adventure, a new piece of art. That I just.
It's because it's such detailed, like, storylines, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, so even if we went back to that other one where we both moved completely,
Yeah.
could you remember like right now exactly?
No, because
Right?
whatever we're on just takes over.
That's what I'm feeling. Like
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
song we're in.
Because I think it requires a lot of like, what is she talking about? What is she, you know, what is she saying?
Yeah.
And then
once you get through that,
but that's cool because that would definitely draw you back to revisiting, and you know what I mean? Because it's not something that you're like, oh yeah, I know that.
no,
song.
so like first listen, I would say, yeah, I'd be laying down. I listen to the
Just
album.
taking each one.
Next listen, I bring it into the car and I put it on the CD player.
Yeah.
Or, you know, the Bluetooth. Third listen, you know, around the house while I'm doing things so that it starts to seep in.
Like for me with folklore, remember I resent you that song 7? Like that, for some reason, that melody was sticking in my head. And then even when I went back to it, I was like, oh yeah, this is the one about the
Yeah.
childhood and her and the friend. But I didn't remember that.
No, or we'll finish this, and I guarantee you, like an hour after we're done, I might sit there and say, "Oh, goddamn!"
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, that's what's
the one
happening
that's
to
going to
me.
hit me.
This one's called Cowboy Like Me.
And the tennis court was covered up with some tent-like thing. And you asked me to dance, but I said dancing is a dangerous game. Oh, I thought this is gonna be one of those things. You had some tricks up your
Oh, is this a feature? It sounds like a
Not credited.
voice. Oh, not credited.
One to no one. You're a cowboy like me, perched in the dark, never gonna love again. Never gonna love again.
Nice solo effort. That sounded like a slide guitar there,
Yeah.
and very. That almost sounds like a song like when you're in a band, and they let another singer take one of the songs and sing it.
Yeah. It
And
felt like
specifically, I'm thinking of like Keith Richards. This would be like, if he's in the band of the Rolling Stones, right? But they would take a break sometimes and let him go out and do one or two songs. And if this feels like one of those,
I was gonna say it feels like at like a bar or something, and she went up and
yeah,
sang along with.
right.
That one was much more measured, slow.
Very, very.
The next one is called Long Story Short. Okay. Drums. Rare drums.
Faithfully, I tried to pick my battles till the battle picked me. Misery, like the war of words I shouted in my sleep. And you passed right by. I was in the alley, surrounded on all sides. A knife cuts both ways if the shoe fits. Walking it till your high heels break. And I fell from the pedestal right down the rabbit hole. Long story short, it was a bad time. Yeah, I'm all about you. Yeah.
A little bit lighter now.
Yeah. A little more pop.
I always felt I must look better in the rear view. Missing me, your nemesis will defeat themselves before you get the chance to swing. And he's passing by, rare as the glimmer of a comet in the sky. And he feels like home if the shoe fits, walking it everywhere you go. And I fell from the pedestal right down the rabbit hole. Long story short, it was a bad time. Long story short, I survived.
Yeah. Very pop driven.
Yeah.
I felt a lot of forced cliches, a lot of attempts at putting verses.
Yeah, that reminded me of that first track.
Yeah, Willow, right.
It's just, catchy for sure in the chorus. Like something that could get stuck in your head.
But her voice felt very lighter than usual or distant than usual. Like it could have been computer voice. It felt like there wasn't, I don't know.
That one made me sleepy in a bad way. I was just getting like uninterested as it went on.
It was a little uninteresting. Yeah.
This is track 13. It is called Marjorie. It's a tribute to her late grandmother, Marjorie Finley.
Never be so kind, you forget to be clever. Never be so clever, you forget to be kind.
It's good.
And if I didn't know better, I think you were talking to me now. What died didn't stay dead. What died didn't stay dead. You're alive, so alive. Never be so polite, you forget your power. Never wield such power, you forget to be polite.
Sounds like grandmotherly advice. You
Yeah.
know,
What died didn't stay dead.
Again.
What died didn't stay
Studio singers,
dead.
yeah.
You're alive in my head. What died didn't stay dead. If I didn't know better, I think you were still around. I know better, but I still feel you all around. I know better, but you're still around.
It's nice.
Yeah, I mean, that's a nice ode, you
Yeah.
know, to a relative.
Yeah.
I always get jealous of people who have those experiences and those feelings. I've never really had them myself, and many times, like, you know how mom gets them all the time, and
Yeah.
I don't have that, and you know, you can hear it sometimes, and you feel like, gosh, I wish I could experience that just a couple times.
Like the
just any kind of
otherworldly connection, or
yeah.
signs.
Yeah, but it was nice that maybe those sayings were hers. If you know,
Yeah. The the life advice that she's taking with her.
yeah, the two of them were very good. You know?
And this is cool. It says that track 13 on Folklore was Epiphany, which is the one that started with her talking about her grandfather in the war that had died.
Oh, that was good.
So that now track 13 on this one's about her grandma.
Nice.
So that's cool.
Nice.
The next track is called Closure.
Unusual for her.
It's been a long time, and seeing the shape of your name still spells out pain. It wasn't right, the way it all went down. Looks like you know that now.
Feels a little all over there.
Yeah.
Yes, I got your letter, yes, I'm doing better. It cut deep to know ya, right to the bone. And my tears and my beers
Yeah,
and
it
my
feels-
candles.
Yeah, scattered.
Yeah, maybe that's
I
the
can
point.
feel you smoothing me over.
Is this the other
Yes,
producer?
I got your letter, yes, I'm
Not.
This, I don't think it was either of them.
Oh, it is.
Oh, wait. Aaron Dessner, but with BJ Burton and James McAllister.
Yeah,
Yeah, something else going on here.
Yeah, yeah.
guilty, guilty, reaching out across the sea that you put between you and me. But it's fake and it's oh so unnecessary. Yes, I got your letter, yes, I'm doing better.
The
The
most
beat was like unsettling too. It was like it never
Yeah.
settled into any
no,
kind of groove.
no, and it's okay if it's like scratchy, but
Sounds like a JPEG Mafia produced song.
yeah, like either she, yeah, I don't know what happened there. It could, and there wasn't much lyrics, except for her trying to sound, you know, Kant and Yabetta.
Yeah, well, I don't understand that.
That
one
was
really.
weird.
Yeah.
And again, why? Well, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it has the right placement on this album.
Yeah,
feels like
that
a
seemed like maybe
throw-in.
it was something that, like a draft or
Filler.
something she was working on.
Especially with
something
the
different.
three producers there.
Yeah, I mean,
Four, yeah.
good for trying something
Yeah.
different, I guess, but didn't work really. in
No,
my
I
opinion.
mean, no. If you're gonna do a beat like that, maybe, or a lyrical change of voice like that, then have the music to go along with it. You know, you could.
Yeah, that was strange. I wonder how her fans feel about that. Like, I wonder if that's a divisive one, or if people really like it or really dislike it. I feel like it would be divisive though. The final one is the title track, which is called Evermore, and it's featuring Bon Iver.
That's the pedal sound you love.
Gray November, I've been down since July. Motion capture put me in a bad light. I replay my footsteps on each stepping stone, trying to find the one where I went wrong. And I couldn't be sure. I had a feeling so peculiar that this pain would be forevermore.
Nice start.
Yeah.
Hey December, guess I'm feeling unmoored. Can't remember.
Very in tune with the piano. It's like, yeah.
Took it out of my mouth.
I don't know what was made for what, but
I like that they match each other's melody
Perfectly.
perfect.
I rewind the tape, but all it does is pause on the very moment all was lost.
To be certain we'll be tall again, where the weather be the frost, or the violence of the dog days. I'm on waves, I'm being tossed. Is there a line that I could just go across?
And when I was shipwrecked,
All the costs,
I thought of you
all the things that will be lost now.
in the cracks so light.
Just get apart.
I dreamed of you.
To be certain we'll be tall again. Think of
And I was catching my breath, floors of a cabin creaking under my step. And I couldn't be sure. I had a feeling so peculiar, this pain wouldn't be forevermore. Evermore.
nice switch up in the middle with the feature.
Yeah.
That made it feel very modern.
Yeah. That was a great closer to not just this album, but to the whole
Yes.
folklore, Evermore,
Yeah.
all the emotions. This seemed like her now being on her own and actually wrestling with the feelings of like, are all these painful things gonna, like, am I not gonna be able to move past this ever? I like the line where she said rewinding the tape, but where was it? Rewinding the tape, but the painful part was it paused on the painful part. Like she couldn't get past whatever
But
was
it says,
blocking.
to be certain, we'll be tall again. So I like that.
Yeah.
She says that a couple times, you know.
And the whole chorus is pain. Will this pain be forevermore? And then it ends.
Yeah.
I like how it gets like super frantic in the middle with their voices layering over each other. But then when she says you were there, it cuts back to being calm and her being back in her own head. But I mean, like you said, for a 5-month span to put out these 32 tracks or whatever, 34 tracks.
And probably had to leave some off.
I'm sure. Yeah.
So, yeah.
And so that's what I'm saying. Even the couple that we were on, the fact that pretty much all of them were like really high quality.
Who are we? Yeah.
I mean, that's fantastic. I mean, any album that is, you know, if there's 2 or 3 that are skippable,
I mean, I think the 2 of them together make for an epic release. That's how I look at it.
I mean, if you were to sit down and listen to
like
that and this back to back all the way through, that's like over 2 hours.
Sharding. If I'm going to listen to Taylor now, this is a must. You know, these were a must listen to, and I'm glad everybody said it because she's not the Taylor of 17, 18, 19 years old.
Yeah.
It couldn't be. Impossible.
Which no artist should be. They should be,
Yeah, growing,
growth is-
changing, and appealing to more people. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm approaching 60, and those were very moving
Yeah.
songs that I would easily listen to again. Tell mom to go pull
Oh,
up
yeah.
on the Spotify and listen
And
to.
that, what was the, okay, see, you see, I already forgot. That super catchy one. Ivy, I think it was.
Goddamn in my hand.
Oh, goddamn. That was Ivy. That's still sticking.
Yeah.
in
Oh,
my
it's going to
brain.
happen. I mean, how could you not listen to over an hour's worth of music and not have
Yeah.
something register? But
But, I mean,
easily re-listenable
yeah.
with a few skips.
Yeah.
But together, the package
insane
of Evermore
highlights.
and Folklore is
Yeah.
a great accomplishment for her. Absolutely.
I still can't believe that it took me 3 years. But I get to see how you feel now, I guess, with
Yeah,
completely
Yeah.
just
I mean,
not-
unless someone brings it to your attention and you take the time to sit down and listen.
Yeah.
I would never pull this up.
Yeah, me
I would
neither.
never be inclined to say. But my musical journey is now learning more that there's more music out there than just what I favor and my go-to
Yeah.
of what I'm so familiar with. But why not expand your horizons
Yeah.
and appreciate more? And the same thing if you're a Taylor Swift fan, if you go back and look at some of the other music that we've
Yeah.
experienced on this.
You'd be surprised, I think.
Yeah, I mean it's a journey, and certainly you can pick and choose what you like, but
But it's like clearly,
but to not be exposed
Exactly.
is a problem.
and I also think if you're a fan of Taylor Swift, then you clearly must be a fan of songwriting and a fan of,
Well,
musical
music.
structure,
Yeah,
because-
music is music.
Yeah. So if you're that
Right.
keen on her songwriting, there's so many great,
There's other stuff out
but
there.
she's
Yeah.
definitely proven
she's-
herself fully.
Oh my goodness! You know how Lady Gaga has her little monsters, or she had. That fan base was. They had names. I don't know if there's a name for Taylor Swift.
Oh, the
fans.
Swifties.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah, Swifties.
So I'd say you can certainly appreciate how humble she seems anyway when she's addressing her fans or the love she has, and how she's always very sincere about,
Oh, yeah.
oh my God, you guys are amazing. And,
And they clearly show it back.
and she must, like if we read, on 30 something thousand views, we read how many hundreds of comments. If she does anything like that on her music, it's got to touch you
Yeah.
in a way that you want to reach out and be like, my God, you guys are the greatest fans ever, and this is why I do what I do. And
Yeah.
it's very obvious that she's held in high esteem, and
Yeah.
vice versa.
And I feel like the fan base always says a lot about the artist, because the overwhelming positive, like uplifting comments we got and saying, wow, this album saved my life.
Saved my life, changed my world.
One of my favorite albums ever.
Didn't know how to express my feelings until
Yeah.
I heard this, and I've gone through that.
Yeah.
At times you
Yeah.
can
Some
find
artists just-
an artist that knows how
They just
that
click.
click with you
Yep.
individually and can say, boy,
Like they made this music for me. Yeah, it's a great feeling.
I'll be honest, I was a little anxious about, taking the time to do this, and
I know, I was
prepping
too.
myself
I was
for,
like, am I
oh
gonna
my
have
God,
another
am I
sad
going to be
day?
it's a sunny day. Do I really want to feel sad today? But
But thank you.
no,
It
no,
wasn't.
no. Yeah, it's not how it goes.
Much more bright.
Yeah.
But a great album overall.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for the support, all the new fans and subscribers. Thanks for checking us out. Like my dad said, we do so many different artists, rap, non-rap,
Yeah.
pretty much just anything that we consider good music.
Yeah.
It's usually me showing my dad albums that I'm a big fan of and getting his take on it. This has been a little bit of a departure where these albums were recommended so much that we both decided to check it out. But yeah, we don't really have a set genre or anything here. We just kind of listen to what we think is good music. So if you want to join along on that, I'd be happy to go back to Taylor Swift. We'll probably take a little break for now, but I know she has a large catalog and all the remakes of albums and the music
That's
videos.
intriguing to me. That's very intriguing.
Me too. And I haven't heard any of those or that long song that everyone. We could even maybe do a video on that at some point, just that track.
Cool.
But yeah, thanks again for all the support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And we will see you next week with a new album and a new video. Peace.